6 months behind bars, and a $2,000 fine, all for stepping into the wrong moment. Sounds harsh? Maybe. But here's the real deal: when the cops are executing a murder warrant, even a second of interference isn't just risky, it's a straight-up legal disaster. This isn't about attitude, it's about obstruction, and the law doesn't play around with that.
In the process of serving a capital murder warrant on a suspect in Harris County, Texas, while conducting a felony stop, the defendant, who was identified...
Wait, did he really just stroll into a capital murder scene like it's some neighborhood hangout? That's not confidence, that's reckless on a whole new level. One wrong move there, and you're not just watching the story, you become part of it.
Pulled up on the officer's perimeter, got out of their motor vehicle and began walking to the residence where the murder suspect was. The officer's supervisor ordered the defendant to stop and stay right there. The defendant refused and continued to ignore officers while walking towards the residence. The officer's supervisor ordered the defendant to step back multiple times.
Here's the key detail: he's not the murder suspect. But the second you start meddling in a live felony stop, you're crossing into dangerous legal territory. Just being nearby isn't a crime, but how you act. That's what can flip the script from innocent bystander to criminal interference real fast.
Defendant and took him to the ground.
Him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was he the capital murder suspect?
No, Your Honor.
I live there. Stop. Oh, sorry.
I believe that they were in the process of serving a warrant on someone else at the residence, and that's when they came in contact with the defendant. Ordered him to stop. He refused to stop going towards the residence, Your Honor.
Did it serve the warrant? What ended up happening?
Here's the real question: if the actual suspect wasn't even inside that house, and the man they detained wasn't him either, did the police go too far, or was their response completely justified? I want to hear what you think. Drop your take in the comments below.
After refusing commands, there was a brief struggle where he was detained.
Was the murder suspect there?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. It does not say. I have no further facts that show if the warrant was complete on the warrant or not, Your Honor, or completed at the time. I just believe that they were in the process and believed him to be at the residence, and that's when this incident occurred.
Read it again, if you don't mind.
Yes, Your Honor. On March 28, 2025, the law enforcement officer and squad 5 of the Houston Police Department's gang division served a capital murder warrant for a suspect observed inside a truck at a nearby...
So let's break it down: the actual murder suspect. He's sitting in a truck nearby, not inside the house. Meanwhile, the defendant ignores repeated police orders, walks straight into the wrong scene, and ends up face down on the ground. Sounds confusing? Don't worry, you're not the only one trying to make sense of this mess.
While conducting a felony stop, the defendant, who is identified by his Texas ID card, pulled up on the perimeter, got out of the vehicle, walked to the sidewalk, and began walking to the residence where the murder suspect was. The supervisor then ordered the defendant to stop and to stay right there. The defendant refused and continued ignoring officers and walking towards the residence. The supervisor ordered him to step back multiple times, but the defendant was...
And just like that, case dismissed. No probable cause. He walks free, for now. But that final warning from the judge? That wasn't just courtroom talk, that was a message. Next time, keep your distance, because one wrong step could change everything. Stay tuned, this story isn't over yet.
The law enforcement officer grabbed the defendant and made him bounce and the ground.
Okay, so now, but when you first started, you said they were going to a capital murder suspect in a car.
Yes, Your Honor. That's what. So I was originally reading the summary. I'm going straight from the gems now, Your Honor. It looks like the suspect was observed inside a truck at a nearby residence.
So the suspect is not even in the residence. No.
Then they later state that the suspect that the defendant here was walking towards the residence where the murder suspect was. I'm not sure, Your Honor. I have nothing for that.
I find no probable cause in your case. Just be careful, man. When you get into a pissing match with
I understand.
who's gonna win,
They are.